Have you ever noticed how nature repeats itself? Like how a sunflower spirals the same way a galaxy does? Or how a seashell mirrors a hurricane's swirl? That's not coincidence. That's geometry. But not just any kind. This is sacred geometry, a secret code believed to be woven into the fabric of reality. Ancient civilizations thought it connected Earth and the divine. Modern science is now discovering they might have been onto something. What if the universe wasn't chaos, but a carefully constructed design? From the shape of atoms to cathedral domes, everything may follow the same universal rules. If you stick around, by the end of this video, you'll never look at a flower, a shell, or even your own body the same way again. Have you ever stared at a sunflower and felt something? Not just beauty, but order. A silent whisper of perfection. That's sacred geometry. Shapes that don't just look cool, they feel right. From ancient temples to atoms, pyramids to pine cones, certain forms keep showing up, again and again, like a cosmic fingerprint pressed into reality. Like nature is trying to tell us something, but we're only just starting to listen. Let's begin with the basics. Geometry. You probably hated it in school. Triangles, proofs, annoying formulas. But sacred geometry is something deeper. It's geometry packed with meaning. Not just shapes, but blueprints for the universe. Some call it divine design. Others, just beautiful math. Either way, it demands your attention. The deeper you dive, the stranger it gets. Start with the circle. It's eternal. No beginning, no end. The sun, the moon, the pupil of your eye. It's unity, wholeness, infinity, packed into one shape. It's the first shape drawn by compasses, the beginning of all design. Then there's the spiral. It's everywhere. Ferns, hurricanes, galaxies, even fingerprints. Specifically, the Fibonacci spiral, based on that famous number sequence. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Each number is the sum of the two before it. As the numbers grow, they move toward a ratio, 1.618 repeating, the golden ratio. Phi, and this ratio? It's everywhere. The Parthenon, the pyramids, the Mona Lisa. Your face, yep, you're golden too. We don't just like these proportions, we crave them. They feel natural. It's as if our brains are hardwired to trust this geometry. Across centuries, civilizations obsessed over these patterns. The Egyptians built pyramids, aligned to stars, using golden proportions before calculators existed. The Greeks used geometry in everything, from temple columns to city layouts. Indian mandalas, Islamic mosaics, and Tibetan yantras all mirror cosmic geometry. They weren't just decorating, they believed these designs connected Earth to the heavens. A visual prayer, a mirror of the cosmos. They were mapping the divine, one line at a time. Modern science, catching up. At the quantum level, particles behave chaotically until you zoom out. Then comes the symmetry, geometric fields, lattice structures, mathematical elegance behind the madness. Fractals take it a step further. These are self-replicating patterns, like broccoli, river networks, and your lungs. Zoom in or out, and it's the same pattern. Endless complexity from simple rules. This repetition isn't random. It's mathematical choreography. Even neurons in the brain? They echo the structure of the universe itself. A cosmic brain. A universe that might be thinking. Let's talk symbols. The flower of life is a symbol made from overlapping circles. It shows up in Egyptian temples, medieval cathedrals, and even modern crop circles. It's said to contain every geometric form. The seed of life, tree of life, Metatron's cube, all emerge from it. It's geometry that builds geometry. Leonardo da Vinci studied it religiously. It's not just art, it's architecture, possibly the original code. A key that links sacred geometry to everything from music to magnetism. Even string theory, yes, modern physics, echoes similar structures. Skeptics call this pattern seeking. Humans love finding meaning. Faces in clouds, animals in stars. It's called pareidolia. So maybe sacred geometry is just Apophenia gone wild? But then, why does our brain prefer these shapes? Why do babies react positively to symmetry? Why do spirals calm us? Why does a circle feel like closure? Maybe the brain recognizes these patterns because it comes from them. Or maybe the universe is built like a giant feedback loop, recognizing itself through us. Sacred geometry isn't just shapes, it's vibration. Enter cymatics, the science of making sound visible. Play a frequency over sand or water, and it organizes into shapes. The higher the frequency, the more complex the pattern. Sound literally shapes matter. That opens wild questions. What if the universe began not with light, but with sound? A vibration that rippled outward, forming patterns and reality. What if the Big Bang was the first note? That would mean we're not just made of atoms, we're made of music. Let's talk hexagons. Why do snowflakes, honeycombs, and Saturn's mysterious pole storm all form hexagons? Because it's efficient. A hexagon uses minimal material for maximum coverage. It's not just math, it's elegant math. Nature chooses beauty and efficiency. It's like it's optimizing not just for survival, but for style. Like function and form aren't separate, they're allies. Zoom out further. Even time follows rhythm. Planetary orbits, heartbeats, brainwaves, music. Geometry isn't just in space, it's in time. Sacred geometry says we're not observers of the universe. We're part of it, built from it. Every breath you take fits into a larger rhythm, a cosmic drumbeat. You're not outside the design, you are the design. And here's where it gets really deep. What if sacred geometry is not just universal, but conscious? A pattern that's aware of itself. A self-organizing intelligence. We tend to think consciousness is inside us, but maybe we're inside it. A spark in the mind of the universe. Even the philosopher Plato believed in something called ideal forms. That perfect versions of shapes and objects exist beyond the physical realm. Our world is just shadows of those truths. So maybe sacred geometry isn't symbolic at all. Maybe it's realer than real. But here's the big question. If there's a pattern, is there a designer? God? A higher intelligence? Or is it just the math that must be? Like a snowflake doesn't choose to be beautiful, it just is. So maybe the universe didn't choose these patterns. Maybe it is these patterns. Design. Without a designer. Order without intention. Or maybe, design with intention, waiting to be decoded. In the end, sacred geometry doesn't give answers. It gives questions. Beautiful, maddening, poetic questions. Why do pine cones spiral? Why does your heartbeat follow rhythm? Why does math shape reality? And more importantly, why does it all feel meaningful? Maybe that feeling is the point. So, is sacred geometry proof of divine design? Or just the universe being oddly consistent? Either way, the patterns are real, and they're watching you too. Drop a comment below. What shape blows your mind the most? Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who sees magic in math.